Hello and welcome to day 263. Today is Monday. It is early in the morning. It's not that early in the morning. I should have started 2 hours earlier, but I'm still working on it. However, we do have a modified version of the morning's trainings program that I'm trying to implement with time, with regulations, and with some more of the actual study practice. It took me 200 something days to finally realize that I need it, and well, I will do it at least. Doodles will remain as doodles. The line control will remain line control. I will be putting more emphasis in line control of circles and all the round shapes, and the most, of course, difficult from all of them is a straight line from top to bottom. Also, we do all of this with a new brush for this month. Just getting used to different brushes settings. Why not? I kind of like this brush. It is good for sketching, but kind of weird for being precise. At least if you work with this brush in low resolution. The most intimidating one is, of course, those shapes with the timely challenge. Hey, it's getting better, but this feels like it's only 10 minutes, but each of them feels like eternity, and I still don't get them right as much. So what is new about the program now is that I will be very focusing on one illustration at the time and be very thorough with what I want to do. So I wanted to draw the forms in perspectives. It did not quite work here. As you see, I'm still too much round. I wanted to make a bit of less rounded shapes, but the phase one of the observation of illustration is to construct a body mannequin and just be more boxy, more precise, more on the points. I did adjust it, by the way. Those red points are not there usually. Again, I kind of missed a point right now. I still try to adjust my brain to see it more in perspectives, because what I wanted actually is that I will be more drawing all the body components in shapes as I learned it, and kind of rotate the shapes. So I don't have to do an extra setting for this, right? For extra exercise. I just wanted to implement the exercise of shapes into perspective, like elementary shapes into perspective, cubes or whatever, putting them on the mannequin. But I'm still too much fixated on other stuff. But yeah, 20 minutes for this. Everything from now on felt so that 20 minutes are too much, but I also did not achieve my goal, not that much, so probably it's okay. The second phase of observation, something that I never did before. Well, actually I did before. It is similar to the shaping method from the illustrations. I don't know the name of it that particular right now, but it is kind of you have only 2 values and you work the illustration with 2 values only and try to do the best out of it. As you see, 20 minutes for that was way too less, and the skirt does not look like, not the skirt, but the mantle on top of it doesn't really look very different. Never tried this like so much before. It was okay. I need to change a lot of brush sizes. I wanted to work with lasso tool, but I thought to myself, let's just work with the round hard brush and be not too lazy with changing the brush size here and there. And because it is only 2 colors, I also don't have to change that much of colors. I just go from eraser to black. Let's see how in the future this will hold on. It was very interesting to think about it. It kind of helps in painterly way to see in shapes. The third phase is actually the head. Be more concentrated on the head, the eyes, and the hair. The focal points, the most important things, I would say, so they get their own sector. I try to break it through and adjust the lines how I see it fit. Pay attention to how the eyes getting colored, the harmony of the colors, I guess, and the hair. What I did realize is that a lot of the shading stuff, like the shade part of the hair, are very triangular. I think I already knew this, but yeah, it's another emphasis. If it's not triangular, it is more half moony thing around this. I did not came towards the hair that much. I was really focusing on the head, but I think over time I will get better at it faster and then also get the hair done. I started with the Loomis, like the circle, but then I kind of abandoned the circle, went with the eyes, progressed to the mouth, and then go to top. And without the circle, of course, it makes a little bit problems with, I don't know where my hair really lies, like where it wraps around. So probably let the circle be a circle, but I think starting with the eyes is more appropriate. And then from the eyes adjust everything else. Just how important eyes, like anime eyes, is, at least in such big anime eyes in girls, female characters. The fourth phase from all of this, and probably the one that we will be talking the most in the days, because I'm right now explaining this day, but there will be not that much to explain moving forward. But here we pick up little details from big to small, like the composition, where the character lies, on which thirds it lies. Right now a little bit to the right, and kind of like on the 2 and 2/3 of the picture, and just let's go through the observations what I did on the side. So we have the actual structure. Mostly it is base color, or better say where the light hits, then shadow and shadow 2. The shadow 1 is mostly for telling the form, and shadow 2 is mostly to say, yeah, this part is very away from the light, at least so I see it. From the color values, I saw it's not much multiplier layer that is getting used. It is literally just -50 to 60 from every color channel, and you're done with it. At least for red is this true. The color scheme around is red and white with a little bit of primary colors, blue and green, but this is because her robots have these colors. Not that much of different colors, but red and white gives some cute and warm feeling. The hair, which I have skipped a little bit, but for the strings outside, it is mostly half moons. Half moon, half moon, half moon, and it's between the light, dark, shadow, light, shadow, light, shadow, light. Even this small little half moon is here. The shape of the highlights is still mysterious. It's just probably a line that get erased here and there. By the way, speaking of the small robotars, they do give you a hint where the light is. By the way, I just noticed we also have highlights. Yeah, so there's small highlights here on the light parts, on the robots and the hair. The shape of the foods, very important for me because I never get this right, so that goes into the small detail section. By the way, to overall composition, we have something like spreads outside. I don't know where the horizon line, by the way, lies here. I just have no idea, but yeah, we have like it spreads from the right and to the left. Looks kind of interesting. And we have even the that thing here, the shovel, which emphasizes this from outspreading, plus the little snowman on the side too. What you can also notice is that she does have, by the way, it's Tesla, and we're still on Honkai Pack 3rd illustrations, and she does have a lot of little cute accessory, and I did know this from a video that I was watching, as to make something cute you really want to add a lot of accessories, and that's what I also see here is a lot of small little stuff here and there, and it just kind of looks cute. That's actually true. A lot to say about the closing files. I did skip them right now, but they are important too. One day I will be looking more about these closing files. Speaking about the cute shapes, is also the shape of the skirt and this wrinkle stuff, whatever it is. I kind of try to mimic it here in that similar thing. Shadow wrap around the wrinkle stuff, and the skirt is mostly straight. You see the shadows here a bit wrapping around, so roundy, and where the skirt's shadows are straight, minus this shadow that is caused by the mantle itself. Here you see again more roundy shadows. Thing that I did not pick up is this pattern here, but yeah, so some random patterns I will also try to focus on it. And that mostly will be done. So this day will be a little bit much longer, because I was explaining what the version is of this study. We will call it version 0.2, but I will be modifying them from time to time and just concentrate on different things, because during the evaluation what to do in the morning study, I came up with so many ideas, but there's not that much time and not that much brain capacity in a day to cover up all these ideas in one day, and probably should not. So for this week we go with that. I mostly probably will be on the weekends, not study at all, just go focus fully on the illustration in one go for whatever time I feel like. But for the weekdays, like the first 5 work days, I still don't know how they call it in English, we will be going through those study programs. And for this week we will be going through this one. And I will be adjusting so it's not getting too boresome with the time. That will be it for this day. I will be thanking you for watching and listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in day 264. Take care.